So the other day, I went ahead and made a video explaining why you shouldn't go and buy a Google Pixel. Now, I want to go and make the same exact video, but explain why you shouldn't go ahead and buy an iPhone. Now, I love iPhones. I use an iPhone on an everyday basis, but these phones are not perfect, and there are definitely some reasons why, it may be better to switch over to maybe one of the competitors. Now, the number one reason, probably why I don't like my iPhone that much, is the ability of not being able to install exactly what I want to be able to install on my iPhones. Now, this looks like it's changing, so it looks like sideloading is going to be able to be happening at some point in the next couple of years, but Apple is being really weird about it, and they're still requiring a lot of, hurdles to jump over it, and it's not even available on every iPhone, versus something like on an Android, you can just go ahead and install, realistically speaking, no matter what you want to do on it. And some people would say, well, it's going to be a more secure version on iOS because hackers aren't going to be able to get in by, installing other apps. Not really the case. I mean, we've had phones for a long time that have been able to install whatever you want to do on it. MacBooks and, laptops can do the same thing. So I don't understand why we can't do it on our iPhones. And definitely by far, one of my biggest pet peeves on something on my iPhones is, just not being able to install whatever I want to install on it. So that's probably the number one reason I probably wouldn't recommend buying an iPhone and switching over to maybe a different device. On top of that, I would say the feature set, like flagship features that you're getting, you could almost guarantee that you're going to get a more of a flagship experience on an Android counterpart, like a main flagship from the other side, than on the iPhone side. I feel like when you compare a Samsung Galaxy, even an S23, against something like the iPhone 15 Pro, you're kind of getting more flagship features on the S23. You're getting fingerprint sensor built into the display. You're getting, USB Type-C now on both devices, but the USB Type-C port on Samsung's is more featureful than even on the iPhones. You're getting, I would argue, a better camera with better features, including 8K capability, and you're getting things like reverse wireless charging, which is a really cool feature. Those types of things are really big flagship features, and Samsung's been doing this for years now, but I know when Apple goes through and actually does this, they're going to spend 10 minutes on their keynote talking about how, they were able to figure it out. But it's weird because on the Samsung side, they've been able to do this for a long period of time. So that's kind of another thing. I feel like always, every single time Samsung or a lot of other Android manufacturers are kind of ahead of the game, where Apple is kind of slow in that specific sense. I'd also argue that a lot of the times, some of the chipsets on the Android side, like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, there seems to be sometimes a little bit more development and a little bit more, performance boost from one chip to the other. That doesn't necessarily mean it's always for the better. There can be a lot of thermal throttling going on with some of the Snapdragon chipsets, but I definitely do feel like on that side, you can kind of take advantage of more of the power, especially with some of the emulators and, stuff that you can install yourself. It kind of makes more sense to increase the power, on those devices than getting like a slightly faster phone on your iPhone that can do, that can go on Snapchat a little bit faster, you know what I mean? So overall, those are some reasons why I probably wouldn't recommend buying an iPhone in 2024. But like I said, I love these iPhones. I use them every day. But those are basically my main critiques of this particular device. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that helps me so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.